welcome back to Res Me Up. First and foremost, I need to apologize for getting my video out so late yesterday, but Haley, they think she broke her fifth metatarsal bone in her foot. So she's got to go see an orthopedic doctor, and that's really all we know. They'll probably do an MRI to see. So she's got to stay off of it for right now. So that's where we're at on that. So just thought I'd let you guys know about that. I don't know what she did. She marches on a football field and does color guard. So it could have been actually anything. She could have stepped on it wrong. Not sure, but that's what happened. So, but today, my project, T-Expert reached out to me. They did send me a new product that they have out now. And so I'm going to show you what that is. And that is their new colored UV resin. And there are 5 colors, and that is red, black, blue, white, and yellow. And these are 100-gram bottles. And T-Expert never disappoints when it comes to their size bottles of UV resin. I'm not sure if we're going to use these today. We might use the white because she also asked me if I would create something for Halloween with their dip UV resin. And I said, absolutely. I was out because I've already used my first batch. So she said, I'll send you another one. And so I have a wonderful idea to create something with the dip resin for Halloween for my 31 days of Halloween to add to my display. So let's go over what's in this again. It comes with wire, silver and gold. We're going to use the silver. Comes with a pot of dip resin, comes with a pair of pliers, and also the wooden dowels. So here is what we're going to do. I'm going to scoot these back. So we're probably going to use the white. We're going to use the silver, and then here's the dip resin. Now, here's what I want to try to attempt today. Let's see. We might either use this one or this one. But what I want to try to create are some ghosts, some floating ghosts for my trees. So, let's see if I can find the end here. Should be right here. And, I originally thought about making some pumpkin lanterns, for street signs, and I still may do that. I haven't really decided, but I definitely am going to make some ghosts for my trees, and that's because Renee and I were talking from Heart Creations by Renee, because we talk a lot, and I was telling her about making the pumpkin lanterns out of this. And she goes, why don't you try to make some ghosts? And I'm like, that's a good idea too. And so we're going to attempt that today. And I haven't really come up with my idea for the lanterns yet, but I do want to try to attempt to do that. So we're just going to cut off a piece of wire here. I don't know quite how much I need yet. And we're just going to wrap it around here. Just make it an even wrap around. Get it even down here at the end. And then I'm just going to twist this just like that. And I'm going to twist it all the way down. Just make sure it's tight. Okay. Well, I made it too tight. Now I can't get it off. So we know the shape of a ghost, right? And we can make different sizes of ghosts. So here's our basic round shape. And so we need a head and arms. So I am going to bend it here, I think, and over here. And then I'm going to bend it up this direction. And it'll take me a minute to get this shaped, I'm sure. So just bear with me here, because I know exactly how I want it to look. And I may need to use a bigger piece of wire too. Stretch this up a little bit. Get this other smaller dowel out of here so that I can kind of shape his head to be a little bit more rounder. What do you think? Does that look like a ghost? I'm going to pinch this in just a little. Bottom. I mean, that's pretty good, right? Looks kind of like a ghost. I pinch this arm in just a smidge. Same way with this one. Maybe make this down here a little thinner. Sometimes you just have to play with it till you get it the way you want it. Keeps looking like a shark. That looks pretty good, I think. I think we're going to go with that. And, you know, we can make them like that. Okay, I'm going to do a bigger one this time. See if they're a little easier to work with. Okay, so let's go ahead and dip those and see what we get. So we got small, medium, and large. Got my UV lamp here. I'm going to try to turn this a little sideways so it's not blocking. Well, let me just put it on this side so y'all can see. I got to remember to move my UV resin out of the way. Grab some gloves here. Let's try this one first. Okay, now we're going to dip it again. Now I've got a piece of styrofoam over here. I'm just going to stick it in there. And we're going to go on to number 2. This one's a little smaller. didn't bother that. Yeah, I think so. Dip number 2. Stick that one over here. And now we're going to go for the misshapen ghosty. Dang it, I did it again. Okay. So there's 3 ghosties. Now, I want to try something here. But I want to use the gold. So just sit back and watch. I want to try something here. Does that look like a pumpkin? This is the stem. I think it's close enough. Okay, here's where the test is going to be. As to whether or not I can get it to dip a second time without tearing it. So I have to be really careful. So there's my little pumpkin. Ain't it cute? Wow. Very cool. These are all done. Okay, let's decorate. Just wanted to show you guys you can really use a lot of things. You know, like I said yesterday, you can use a lot of things to decorate things with. So I am going to try to mix red and yellow to make orange for this pumpkin. See if it'll work. Okay, let me get a brush because we're going to be brushing this UV on. All right, let's put the white on the ghosties. Should have opened the black too, because I'm going to need that as well. And their resins are always self-leveling. And now if you wanted these to glow in the dark, you could just brush on glow in the dark versus white. Or you could brush your glow in the dark over top of it. However, you know, you wanted it to do it. But I'm going to do mine white today. Okay, open up this. Forgot. Need this too. And if you wanted to make them two-sided, you know, so you can see them from both ways, just flip it over and then just put it right on the same spots. And voila, you have a little ghost. Ain't he cute? So that's what a ghost looks like. Now, let's see what we can do with Mr. Pumpkin here. Now I need to mix red and yellow to see if I can make orange. Get a little pot here. It's pretty red. Don't know if this is going to work, but we'll try it. Mixing the yellow in there didn't change it. Okay, well, let's try this. Let's see if this works. And this is the glow-in-the-dark powder. Oh, yeah. There we go. It's going to be a dark orange. Guess I could have used the yellow, but it's orange. It's just a darker orange. And we'll see if this glows. Gotta test it out, right? Okay. Let's try it. And there we have a pumpkin. Okay. Let's give our pumpkin a face. Let me move this over here with our black. And there's our little face. Now, I want to show you what I want to do with this. Sorry, my frame. That didn't bend the way I want it to. This wire is really thin. Cute, huh? So that's what you can do with UV dip resin and UV resin. Aren't they cute? So, I mean, you could really make any color ghosts you want to, but if you wanted to make like glow in the dark ghosts, you could do that too. Let's see. I don't have any mixed up. I mean, I've got pastes, but I'd have to mix it in, with one of these, and I don't want to do that. So I have got some of this. Nah. Let's just make them white. Kind of like them a little more transparent, like this one. And you know what these would be cute in, you guys? My little pots. Or coming out of the chimneys, or, that kind of thing. You could do them hanging from the trees too. All right. So what do you guys think of my little ghosties? Aren't they cute? Little ghosties. So these are my little ghosties, which I think are cute. And you could wire these together, since they're small, medium, and large like this. And you could have all three of them coming out of like a chimney or, something like that. Huh? They're so cute. I like them. So there's my little ghosties. And then Mr. Pumpkin. There. So there's Mr. Pumpkin. He's cute too. And he does glow in the dark. So there you have it, y'all. That is my project for today. And you know what? You could even put all of these together once. All together. But yeah. So this is the Tea Expert new UV resins. And like I said, they came in 100-gram bottles, and there's black, yellow, white, blue, and red. And I've always loved Tea Expert stuff. I've never had an issue with any of their stuff. Their resins, I loved their silicone, but they don't have that anymore. And you guys have seen me make stuff with their UV dip. And but they have great products. I'll put a link to this in my description box. And I do have a discount code for them. So go out, get yourself some of this, because trust me, come Christmas, you're going to want these because they're great. You know, they're great Christmas colors. And yeah, so we'll see you guys tomorrow for another 31 days of Halloween. And stay spooky, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. All right. Let me know what you guys think about my little wire ghosties and my little wire pumpkin. And yeah. All right, y'all. Take care. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.